Hello there, welcome to the garden. Today I am doing a project that I am so excited for. This is a super fun fall container. It's actually pretty easy. It doesn't take too many supplies, but I think it's gonna look really cool. So I have seen so many of these pumpkin towers all over different places on the internet, and I decided, you know what, this year I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make it as part of a really cute fall container with my other favorite, other than pumpkins, one of my other favorite fall things are violas. So yesterday I grabbed some violas at the garden center, and I've got some little pumpkins, and let me show you all the things you need if you wanna do a container like this. So I guess probably the hardest thing to maybe come by is a good form for this. I have these little trellises that I've used for a lot of things. Actually, the cucumbers grew on these last year, but it's pretty good because I think I can fit all of my pumpkins inside of this. A lot of people have asked me where I've gotten these. I got these just at my local garden center. So unfortunately, I can't link them. I don't know where exactly they got them, but I do think this is a pretty common brand because I feel like I've seen this a few places. So I've got that. I've got a nice container full of potting mix, just all ready to go, fresh potting mix. And then over here, we've got some pumpkins, which I'm just gonna line up now in order of smallest to largest, because we need to have the larger ones at the bottom of the form. And I was trying to decide if I should do some white, like I think there were a couple white ones in this pack. I just got like a pack of pumpkins at the grocery store, and they had some white ones in there. So I thought, I don't know, maybe it's kind of cute to have like orange, white. I think that's going to be the look. So that, and then we have viola. So I picked up a few different kinds. This is a sorbet blueberry sundae mix. So it's a mix of all different kind of blues. And then I actually loved this mix. I thought this was just like screamed just fun fall. And that's an autumn select. So I think I might do, well, the orange is already a lot of orange in the pumpkin. So I think I might do mostly the blues and then maybe this like classic Johnny Jump Up one. We'll kind of see how many we need. It's not going to take that many pumpkins. Not pumpkins. It's not going to take that many violas to really fill in around the outside of the trellis. So maybe we'll do like, I don't know, 2 or 3. I'm just going to come in and do a little bit of deadheading. Always a good idea. If you want to have just endless blooms on your violas, if you're able to get out and deadhead them, it will help tremendously. You will get a lot more flowers. So that's a little tip, but this is just the start of my viola purchases. I am planning a lot more fall winter plant for me. So for me, these violas will overwinter. They will bloom pretty much all winter long, all the way through to the spring. And then so what I'll do is I'll just take the pumpkin tower out at some point and I'll put I don't know, maybe something like a tree or something. Maybe we'll do something different with the trellis form for Christmas. That might be kind of fun. For now, let me get this tower all set up and I'll take you with me on the process. So we just gotta try to put all of our pumpkins in here in a sort of aesthetic topsy-turvy kind of way. Here we go. It actually kind of takes quite a few pumpkins to fill this. Maybe that's enough? Okay. Here we go. Now we're gonna flip it over and then we're gonna place it in the container and set it down. I need to get like another small pumpkin. Maybe I do need one more in here. Well, I don't know. What do you think? We'll add the other one. Let's see if I can flip it back over. All right. Put my other pumpkin down here. Here we go. Perfect. All right. So now that we have this, we're gonna do some violas. And I think I have room for just one on each side of the pumpkins. Maybe we'll just stick with all the blue. And there you have it. Oh my goodness, I love this. How adorable. Let me move this out of the way so you can see. Oh my gosh. It looks so cute. This is gonna be so fun. I'm gonna move, I think, one of these pots over here and put it right in the center next to my container corn, which is just looking super beautiful. I love the look of this container corn. It looks so festive. And I got this cute pot full of green onions, but they won't mind getting a little extra sun right there. And then I'll just move this container over to that place so it has a front and center spot. And of course we'll water in. How fun. Now I could probably stand to get one more like a really tiny little pumpkin and put it right there. I actually have a couple of the little ones that I harvested out of the garden, so maybe I'll pop one in the top. But even without it, I mean, it just looks so cool, and you almost can't see the black trellis form, so it kind of just looks like we've got a tower of pumpkins there. I'm not going to do too much more with pumpkins. I think I'll just probably get another bag with a few and sprinkle them around, but I'm definitely going to take some of these violas and just pot them up into some little pots. I have a few little pots here, and I'm just gonna put one or two, like this will be a good size for one viola, maybe two in that one, and just set them around. I have the mums, which are still looking pretty good, and they're about to, I think, flush out a second bloom, but they're not gonna last all the way through the frost. So the violas will last the frost, so they're a good one to get settled. So this is perfect. Gonna water it in, let these violas take off. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with this container. And as you saw, it was pretty easy to set up. As long as you've got some kind of a trellis form and a pot and some little mini pumpkins, you could totally do this too. And it just adds so much to a little container garden space. Absolutely love it. Container gardening is so fun because there are so many different options of what you can do. And it doesn't have to be too over the top. I was thinking about doing a couple more of these arches because I got a couple other trellises, but you know, in this tiny little backyard garden that I have, one might be enough, and then we'll throw in a bunch of pumpkins here or there. I definitely encourage you, like, even though this is my backyard, it's just for me, and obviously all of you, I do share my garden with everybody, but I totally encourage you, grab a few pumpkins, throw them around your garden. It makes the whole season so much more festive, and especially if you're feeling a little sad about having the summer garden gone. I know I just pulled out my tomatoes that were all over the arch trellis, so the garden's definitely feeling a bit emptier, but things like this totally fill it up. And as you can see, I'll just give you a little update on the greens that are growing in the containers because they are getting so big. That's kind of relative, but look at the arugula. Arugula in containers is always such a great one because it just grows so fast. Every time I plant arugula, I'm always so happy, but the lettuce is coming up too. And so soon these are gonna be big, full lettuce green containers, and it's gonna be really, really beautiful. And they're gonna be so great for harvesting, for salads. I'm gonna really love this. So I'm gonna go ahead and pot up a couple more of my violas in some of the smaller pots and just set them out, and then we'll be pretty much done for today. All right. Okay, let me pull out one of these super cute little violas. If you do nothing else for a fall container, a single viola in a pot is so adorable. Cute. This slightly bigger pot, I'm gonna do one of these blue ones. And then I'm also gonna do this really pretty, I like this red one. And the red contrasting with the blue is gonna show up really well. And as they continue to grow, it's gonna be fun because you'll be able to see how cute. Oh my gosh. These contrasting colors are just gonna be great because they're gonna look good throughout the season. And I'll just pop them, we're gonna find spots. Let's see. Maybe we're ready for some violas over here. I just love a good viola. And then this one is a particularly big plant, and I just think that's like one of the prettiest little, how classic. Gorgeous. There we go. That looks perfect. We're getting closer and closer to October, and the garden is definitely starting to be ready. I love this. I'm just gonna water everything in. This pumpkin down here is going to get a lot of water on it, and it is gonna be touching the soil. So, it may rot, but I think it's gonna be fine for the month or so that we have until Halloween. And then after that, these will all just be composted. So it'll be fine if it starts to decompose a little bit. Hopefully the squirrels don't come in and try to eat these. As you can see, this is all my squirrel protection, but we're just gonna keep an eye on it. And sometimes I do spray my pumpkins with like a kind of like make a little spicy spray with some different essential oils or like herbs. I had a spray once that had some cloves and stuff in it, but you can play around with things like that. We'll just see for now how we do. Thank you so much for spending a little time in the garden with me, setting up for fall. I need to sweep up my mess from potting and get everything watered in so it stays happy, but I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.